Greetings, sirs and madams. I'm Straffic Zero, and we're playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Man, this game looks a lot nicer during a direct recording rather than when I was live streaming. But yeah, so Monster Hunter came out with some popularity polls a little while back. I know I'm always super late to everything. I got shit to do, you know. So anyway, yeah, my boy Laggy ended up placing pretty high on the poll. And yeah, the LAGIACRUS is, yeah, pretty much one of my favorite monsters, if not my most favorite monster in the game. I like him because of his design, like his naturalistic design, like more than the hunt itself. But yeah, I figured, like, since I was streaming Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, you know, before the servers closed, I can actually, you know, capture a recording of the hunt, so you guys can check out what this thing was like in the game that it was released with. So yeah, so this is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. So this is the G-Rank expansion of Monster Hunter Tri, and LAGIACRUS was the flagship of Monster Hunter Tri. So yeah, this is the G-Rank expansion of that game. I believe this game's flagship is technically the Brachydios. But yeah, so we're gonna do a high rank hunt of the LAGIACRUS. I've got some, I think it looks like some Baroth gear with some stuff gemmed into it, and I'm using the Rathalos lance. Of course, this will not be a speed run because, honestly, I'm not really sure how to speed run in these very, very old games. And then, yeah, I'm just, yeah, it's just kind of hard for me to be very, very skilled with these very old mechanics, but, yeah, so, here's the thing about LAGIACRUS. Its natural environment is underwater, and underwater combat has not existed in Monster Hunter for a few generations, so I thought you guys might want to have a look at that. So, yeah, just keep in mind, underwater combat it's gonna be a little bit awkward, because this game, it's also, like, so I'm playing it on the Wii U, but it was also available on the 3DS, and because the game pretty much has to share controls between those two different machines, there are a lot of unutilized buttons on the Wii U for this game, and yeah, that's, so the controls aren't really great, like, for underwater mobility. The lance has a good enough time underwater. It's actually very strong, like, underwater, because you have a lot of control and precision, like, over where you're attacking. So yeah, it works well enough. This is not quite true for the other weapons, unfortunately. Yeah, I still feel incredibly terrible for dragging Heavy along with me, because, you know, he's a dual blade main, and I made him play the whole game. But yeah, Lance has a good enough time. Yeah, so underwater there's no depth perception, and you can kind of, like, step up and down, like in a cancel, but you can't really, there aren't buttons to just swim up and down. You have to just go forward with your camera, which is a little unfortunate. And one more thing about underwater mobility is, yeah, this is Laggy's natural environment, so he's just gonna swim circles around you, because why the heck wouldn't he? This is where he lives. He's just gonna have such an insane mobility advantage against you. So yeah, there's, like, during this hunt, there's gonna be a lot of waiting around for him to get close to you again, like, especially when he uses this move. Yeah, so if he's, like, swimming circles around you, you just cannot catch up to him, so you just gotta pretty much wait for him to come to you. Keep in mind, this is when you're soloing. Yeah, it's going to be a little different in multiplayer, of course. And yeah, he is beating my ass. And that's kind of normal. I am not very practiced with this. Yeah, I'm just, you know, just trying to get you guys to see what this is like. And of course he uses the one attack he really shouldn't have used, just to hit me out of my heal right there. Yeah, so yeah, Laggy has a couple of insta-charge moves. Yeah, this is pretty old school, like, Monster Hunter mechanics, so there's gotta be some pretty unfair shit, like, in there. And of course, it's really my fault because I know the game is that way. I really should be more conservative when it comes to healing. I really should have waited for a better opening, but I did not. Yeah, and for some weird reason, I feel like when I solo, my Shakalaka companions, they just do not want to heal me for some reason. Yeah, maybe they're just averse to, you know, dancing underwater. I know they do it in other hunts, but yeah, just for some reason when I'm fighting Laggy, they just, I guess they're maybe getting caught up in all the currents or something. Yeah, there's like water pressure, like when Laggy's moving around. Yeah, his roar is gonna hit to your right, so yeah, you gotta turn your shield so you don't get caught by it. Yeah, this move flattens a lot of people. Yeah, sometimes the second hit will catch you, like, behind your shield, so you gotta be careful about that. Oh, that move hits me almost 100% of the time. The Laggy, like, backhand, like, pimp slap thing. Yeah, it is wildly embarrassing to just get juggled by that, like, the entire hunt. Yeah, he's got me again. Yeah, so Lance is kind of weird to use in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I'm not even gonna mention underwater, but yeah, so in Monster Hunter Tri, that was when counter mechanics were introduced to the Lance, and you basically had an infinite counter cancel, where you can cancel after the third poke in your combo chain. But for some reason, the devs thought, hey, that made Lance have too much utility, so yeah, they removed the counter cancel after hit 3. So the only cancel you can use at the end of your combo is a step. Well, you can cancel to a Lance charge too, but yeah. So oh, of course, yeah. Whenever you set a trap in this game, like, you're either gonna get hit or the monster will dodge around it for like an hour. Damn, that wasn't even worth it. Like 2 combos out of it, like damn. Yeah, so, Lance, it's, I mean, I'm always gonna love Lance no matter what, well, except for when you have, strong thrust. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that game. Yeah, man, yeah, Lance was definitely fun in this game. I had played 3U with the intention of, like, evade lancing, but, I just kind of fell into old habits and built a bunch of guard mix sets, so... Yeah, so, yeah, Laggy is tired, like, I didn't even mention this, but yeah, of course he has a land moveset, so... Yeah, of course, there are some games that he's been in where just water mechanics just didn't exist, so he's just walking around on land. And, I think... Yeah, I think he is in Generations, but they, in Generations, they gave him, like, really... weird, like, electric attacks where he just seems really video gamey. It just doesn't feel natural, like, in those newer games. But yeah, like, one of the things I like the most about Gen 3 here is that what they did was, when they made Monster Hunter Tri, they basically scrapped the entire monster roster except for Rathalos, Rathian, and Diablos. Every single other monster was new. And they developed Leviathans, which, you know, LAGIACRUS is one of those. And they also developed Brute Wyverns. So, yeah, I just think the monster design in 3rd Gen is exceptional, because almost all of the monsters just... they look so natural and to their environment, and they make a lot of sense, and their movement and attacks are so grounded, you know? Like, it just vibes right. Yeah, it doesn't feel video gamey, like, at all. It just feels like this is a world that you're exploring, and you're kind of... yeah, you're just in it, you know what I mean? And yeah, Laggy's definitely, like, he kind of falls into that. Like, he's just a giant blue alligator. I mean, you know, he's got electric organs, that type of shit. But yeah, just look at this thing's design. It is just fantastic and grounded. He just looks like he makes a lot of sense, and at the same time, he just, yeah, it's got beautiful proportions. It looks really cool, like all the glowing spikes and stuff when he's enraged. Yeah, this monster is just awesome. Yeah, I will say though, despite Laggy looking really cool, and you know, his music like being really awesome. Like this is a deserted island theme. I think the hunt's okay. Like I'm not especially fond of it. Yeah, he has a lot of moves that make the camera like really fucky wucky. Yeah, especially yeah, he has this one like tail spin like bite like combo thing that always like messes with your camera really badly. Yeah, that's always incredibly annoying. Yeah, so I think we have most of the breaks. Broke of the Claws. This move right here requires guard up, so I'm gonna back hop out of it. Wow, I got really lucky getting through all the sparks there. Oh, and he's dead. Okay, well, there is a LAGIACRUS. I don't think there's an official way to pronounce the name. That's just the way I say it because, I don't know, it's the most fun way to say it. But yeah, there's a laggy in its natural environment. I'm sure a lot of people have not gotten a chance to see this, but yeah, I was really glad I was able to, you know, dig out the Wii U and yeah, I streamed the entire game. So I guess I'll go ahead and link the playlist for the live stream so you guys can check that out. It was pretty fun, and yeah, laggy is great. Lance is, yeah, it's very solid in this game, and yeah, I just really liked Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate because, yeah, this game, it just, I think it just has the best atmosphere, and it has probably my favorite roster of monsters throughout all the Monster Hunter games. Yeah, I think this game just vibes really well. But yeah, there's a, oh, I always feel bad when I see him floating there in the water. But yeah, I had to hurt my boy to, yeah, entertain my audience, so there you go. Oh yeah, and this game also is extremely stingy with mats. It takes fucking forever to farm like for anything. Yeah, that was incredibly exhausting, but... Well guys, I think that's going to be it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed having a look at the LAGIACRUS, and we'll see you next time.